This is a mature rated game. This is not for kids or young teens or whatever. This is a mature rated game for a reason. There's either blood, violence, sexual themes, language, etc. Enjoy! Good evening and good evening. I am Zanji Kick and welcome back to Let's Play Death Stranding. We just fought this guy again. Yay. We didn't want... No, in 2 tries, sorry. So much less than last time. I think the first time it took me like 4 tries to figure out how to fight him. Still, let's see who he is. What? Where am I?
Lou? Lou?
How's little Lou doing?
No response.
Well, look at that. The child's taking a shine to me. You two were out cold, so I had you brought here.
PS4, calm down.
Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world. I put your cargo and gear in your private box.
Thanks,
You slept
Deadman.
for a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead. I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy. Sam, I owe you an apology. Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it. I should have pieced it together sooner.
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I found some records from 10 years ago. A death, sudden, in the middle of a town. Young woman in the prime of her life. Nobody knew until it was too late. Boyda. Her husband, who was a member of Bridges, had dooms. He tried, but he couldn't get to her in time.
I love the
whole
facials in
town
this.
wiped off
Oof.
the map, leaving nothing but a big crater and him. Because he was a repatriate. People wanted answers. Did the man hide his wife's body on purpose? The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people did. And pretty soon, they were blaming Bridges too. The man felt responsible, so he left. And his wife, who died, her name was Lucy. She'd been pregnant, poor woman. They were going to name their son Lou.
Didn't happen.
But it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Calm down, Sam. Take a seat.
I'm kind of bloody right now, Deadman.
I told you before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers. Do you want to know the real reason why? Because the story you've heard is one I made up. The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster.
Ooh.
Artificial. Grown from pluripotent stem cells. And when that vital spark didn't manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead. I never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No car. A dead man. People born the traditional way have beaches. You have one. BB too. But I have no such connections. No mother. No afterlife. No beach. You see now why I'm so obsessed with it all? Why I joined Bridges? The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it. Because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before. Connected to someone, anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much.
Wasn't anything to walk away from. It's not like I was ever welcome there.
Come on, even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it. It's an old dog tag, US issue. Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see. I looked him up in our database. Found a match. He was US Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
That's him.
Whoa.
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield. Time for a shower, I'd say. Oh, I won't be joining you this time. The Die Hardman issue is no longer a concern. I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
Time for the ba-ba-da-ba. Why are you over there? Nightmares and memories. So, revisit some nightmares of battle? No. Doesn't even say BB, it says Lou. That's awesome. Well, before anything else, I want to save. Well, actually, let me check the mail too. I wonder if you could go and fetch a few things of Deadman's. You remember the cabin you meet at? Well, the cabin itself got blown away by the supercell, but Deadman's winter coat and boots should be somewhere nearby. Mountain Knock City. At Mountain Knock City. Okay, honest. Thank you, Fireworks. I'm recording this right after the previous video, so it's still the day after 4th of July. So, July 5th. Ooh, actually, it's now July 6th because it's past midnight. Did I save? Yes. Well, now, I confirmed. Yes. Well, let me go take a shower. Well, let me check on Lou. I love that now. We call him Lou. Hey, Lou. Are we here? Why? I love that boxing motion he does. It's so cute. Still wondering about this, though. What, did we reset the game or something? We just had a conversation with Deadman. I just want to check on Lou.
Tired, huh?
He's not connected to me anymore. Well, he's been reset in a sense. So I guess he wouldn't be connected to me. Jeez.
Sam, do you copy? As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you two were on that battlefield. If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little, our bodies, our ha, all occupy the same world, but our souls, our ka, have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result, a beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent...
Which makes sense. A lot of people dying during a battle. World War One, World War Two, that makes sense.
On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips.
Eternal battle.
The same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now the battlefield you visited was in
Outer Heaven.
in World War II, which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger, played no part in that conflict. I can't explain it, but if you can connect me to the chiral network, who knows what we might discover.
Well, it was weird that he was in World War One and World War Two with the same face.
Still there, Sam? If so, I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
So, interesting how... Wait.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. They don't want a repeat of last year.
Are you Die Hard Man?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were there.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Okay, hold up. So much from those cutscenes. Okay, Clifford, you were stuck in an endless cycle of battle in a collected beach, which happens when an abnormal amount of souls die at the same time, or around the same time, which explains World War One, World War Two. Doesn't explain why you're there. I'm kind of wondering if BB or Lou is the original BB, or one of the original BBs, and something about that makes him special. I'm just speculating right now. I have no idea. But when Clifford apologized saying, "I put you in there," he clearly went for the skull thing. What does that mean? Is that a reference to his wife having to kind of be there while because I don't think she's dead. I think she was like kind of frozen in a sense, or in a coma, and all he had left was his son. But when they're talking about, but then all of a sudden we have Sam, who had a wife, they were going to have a son, and he was trying to get to her in time, but he couldn't. I don't know if she was dead or if maybe the baby died. I need to rewatch that scene. But I think what happened is she was pregnant, she was giving birth, he wasn't around at the time because maybe he was doing a mission. The baby died and there was a void out. That's what I'm assuming happened. I need to rewatch that scene. And that's why Sam is so anti-people, because he's already lost so much. And, well, he lost his wife, his son, and because he lost his wife and son, a whole town got destroyed, and he was blamed for it. And now we have Deadman, who's Frankenstein's monster, which is actually an accurate description because Frankenstein is not the green creature made of nuts and bolts and whatever. No, it's Frankenstein was a doctor. Frankenstein's monster is the creation he made, the nuts and bolts green thing. Which Frankenstein's monster, for anyone who's never heard of it somehow, Frankenstein's monster was a creature that Dr. Frankenstein made of basically dead bodies, and he gave it life. But people feared it. They attacked it. It retaliated against them. And it doesn't end well. Actually, Robert De Niro was Frankenstein's monster once, which was he was actually pretty awesome. Anyway, lost my train of thought. But Deadman, it sounds like he was pieced together from nothing? No. He was grown in a lab. It's what it sounds like. And anything that wasn't working, they replaced the parts with those of dead people's. So he is kind of a creation in a sense. But it's weird that he says how he has no soul. But I at least understand why he would treat BB as an object more beforehand, because to him it's he doesn't have a soul, so technically he can't feel, and if they keep calling something a tool, then he's going to see it as a tool. However, I think this experience gave him the beginnings of a soul, if that makes sense. Or he's starting to not the beginnings of a soul, but he's starting to realize he does have a soul, because he was attached to BB now. He's attached to Sam now. Or, I'm sorry, not BB, Lou. He's attached to Lou now. And now he's attached to Sam. Because he's like, I knew you were going to come for me, and I never felt that before. This little guy's into me. I can see why you're so attached to him. I don't think Deadman ever had proper communication. I think the government and everyone around him treated him not necessarily like a thing per se, but I don't think they treated him as one of their own. And so his experience with Sam, he's starting to experience that, which is awesome. But either way, okay, that was a lot. Back to the game.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter-Bridget.
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt.
Ooh.
Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination.
How am I supposed to get there?
Once you use the qubit you connected, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close.
But it's a tar pit.
And remember, that's where Emily is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely.
She's a hologram and on the beach. Does she have a body?
We need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Valor's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome.
You want me to bring Mama's corpse?
Suffice it to say, 1 minute remaining. I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Will Mama be happy with that? Just saying. You want me to deliver a corpse? Oh my goodness. Ugh, let me get the winter clothes first. Don't care.
Thank you for your continued support.
So wondering about you, Mom.
Thank you for your contribution.
I know I keep moving stuff around. Sorry. Just want to save. So I can go there, but I'd rather just...
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Considering I was just in World War II, don't tell me to have a pleasant journey. Because I won't. Probably best if I go this way.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Well, at least I have BB with me. My goodness, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, no wonder I saw stuff.
Hey, mine's heavier.
See you guys. Interesting how they introduced all these different color options for the outfit, and I've only had access to blue the whole time. Don't tell me it's time snow, time fall, whatever. Is that sandal? Oh yeah, the foot thing. Well, at least I have BB with me, so if I run into BTs, I can at least somewhat see them and detect them.
Nice.
So how you doing, Sam? Still good? You actually had a wife? You know, I find it interesting because Sam and Clifford seem oddly similar. They both had a wife that, but oh boy, I saw that lightning. But they both had a wife that entered into a situation that was bad. They both had a son, and then something bad happened. They're both warriors, and they both, I'm assuming the guy he met was actually, I'm assuming the guy that Clifford met was actually Die Hard Man. But the thing is, I don't know. I'm assuming, because he sounded similar. And Sam knows Die Hard Man. They worked together. Of course. Did I just hear bells? Maybe best if I go up a bit. Seriously, that's where it is. Well, thankfully I have power gloves. They're so bad. I had to say the line for those who know about the famous Nintendo product. Not latest Nintendo product, one of the early works for,
Get it together.
I'm sorry, Lou, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're okay. Oh, you finally gave me erection. Bond with Lou restored, thank you. Oh, he's doing a jig! He did a little dance, that's awesome. He even gave me a thumbs up, that's awesome. I was worried about it, but then after one little fall. Wait, what's... No. Go back. What was the order exactly? Deliver the winter clothes. Okay, so that's it. Oh, okay. I thought there were also some boots or something, but... Oh, the boots are there. Perfect. And now, let's see. Da, ba, ba. Because I don't want to fall to my doom. Sorry, Lou. That was weird. Like, that was really weird. It's okay. I'm sorry. You're okay. I get 2 hearts, a thumbs up. It's awesome. Okay, we're getting there. Don't care for special alloys. Meant to pick it up, but somehow I ran right past it. Awesome. Though I honestly don't care. Like, I don't think there's anything you can even build at the moment with the special alloys or the chemicals. But maybe that requires me to do more deliveries for different areas. I don't know. So, can we do anything yet? Well, the problem is with the time snow is I think it's worse than the time fall. Like, yeah, time fall is pretty bad, but I think Timefall also kind of sticks. So maybe it does more damage than... Or I'm just guessing it does more than the Timefall. I don't know for sure. It's just I had to deal with more ruined containers than normal with Time Snow than I did with the Timefall. But hey, no BTs, I'm happy.
There we go.
Oh, it sounds all nice. Or not.
Still got some in the tank. Sure you do.
Of course. Okay, let's... You don't need to snow anymore. Just saying. Really? Does it have to snow? Oh, great. It's now rain instead. Much better.
Verifying ID.
Yeah, sure thing.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter-Bridges.
I just realized if I'm transferring a body, I can't bring my equipment, can I?
Hey, Sam. Look, I'm sorry to impose on you once again, but
I'm used to it. Go for it.
it wasn't important. Wow, you really took great care of everything. I mean, honestly, you'd be hard-pressed to call this anything less than perfect.
What? There was damage? Well, I did probably fall once or twice.
We're going to get through this because of you. Thank you, Sam.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal.
Let me just see what the order is. So going all the way to Hartman's lab, which is right next to a giant heart lake by the looks of it. Of course. Well, first and foremost, we are going to save. And then we will end the video here. Excuse me. I'm not sure what to think right now. I mean, we got a lot of information in the beginning of the video. And there's just too much we don't know. About Sam, about his mom, about Emily, Lady in Red. About Higgs, Die Hard Man. There's too much we don't know. Not even mentioning the BTs and Clifford, but there's way too much we don't know. Maybe I don't know, maybe Hartman can shed some light, but usually Hideo Kojima finds a way to bring it all together in some way, even if it is like really, really complicated. But he usually finds a way to bring it all together, unless there's a sequel, then you're left with unanswered questions. But until then, well, whatever. Either way, until next time, everyone, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching, and farewell.